So yeah, I want to talk about you know having a kid. You know, especially if you have a girlfriend or you're with somebody that you wanna be with for a long time, and you're not sure what you're doing. It's best not to be with a chick, man, if you don't know what you're doing. Especially if you have like anger issues, if you have problems in your home with your family, and you feel like you have a lot of anger issues. It's best not to be with the girl at all, to be honest. Because if you're with a girl with a lot of anger issues, you're just gonna bring that trauma to her, and you're just gonna pass it to her. And and that's why it's best to focus on God first, and focus on Him, because He could heal you. He could heal you from all your trauma, whatever you're going through. I had a lot of trauma. I had a lot of trauma as a kid. Growing up with a narcissistic family, man. People that just put me down, and you know sabotage. Being on sabotage mode, and destroying myself, and not being aware that I'm being attacked spiritually. And it's important, man, to put the full armor of God on to withstand the wiles of the enemy. So, when you put that on, you're going to be protected, and you really want to read the word. Because then you don't know, because the enemy comes to steal, kill, and to destroy, you know. And I want to talk about how it's important to have put God first before your relationship, because a lot of relationships don't work. You see that a lot of people have baby mamas. A lot of people have a trouble in relationships where I seen where there's chicks that have guys where they'll they'll have another dude because they just want to mess around. That's just playing around, and all that stuff is not good, because you're just creating more chaos and problems in your relationship. If that's the case, then why don't you just be single? Why be in a relationship to ruin somebody else's uh, uh you know credibility? Or why are you there to ruin someone else's love that they have for you? And if a person loves you and really trusts you, you're giving them that uh you're not being loyal. They're gonna be sad and heartbroken, and crying. And if you're acting a way where you don't care, that means you're really acting very demonic, and you're really acting that part. When you start doing that, that's when, like, you start doing more things. Just start getting involved with cheating with more people, because you feel like one time I got away with it, I could do it another time. All it takes is one time. That's what I was doing, man. Just messing around with other chicks, and doing that, man. You just destroy your life straight up. You know, it's the cause and effect. Whatever you do, man, in the dark is gonna come on the light. You can't hide from God, because God sees every tears. And it's important. It's important not to be messing around like that, man. Because I'm letting you know, it's not okay. Because then you're just creating problems in your life, and you're creating more drama. And if you're not healed, and you're just always arguing, because I know there's a lot of arguments in relationships. You're arguing with the chick, and constant arguing is because there's something going on in the relationship. Because both of you guys are not healed from whatever trauma you guys have from the family side. Probably past wounds with mom and dad, or anything that has to do with you not having God in your life. And not having God, man, it's just gonna you're not gonna really have control of your life. You're just gonna do whatever you want to do. You want to do worldly things. You're gonna struggle a lot. I was in a relationship for a long time. I struggled a lot, and I couldn't keep my relationship. I couldn't. I was just out there just doing whatever I wanted, and I didn't even want to be with her. I even told her. And if you don't want to be with the person, it's best to let them go. I know sometimes it's hard. Some people can't let go because they just want to hold on to you. And I love this person. I don't want to let them go. Sometimes there's crazy people out there. We're all crazy. I'm crazy too. And we're crazy in love, where we just don't want to let go of the person. And that's how there's so much toxicity going on, especially in relationships. Not just in one. A lot of people have toxic relationships. I've seen it before. It's hard to have a good relationship where you guys keep it mature and you guys take care of each other. There's always going to be conflicts and fights and things like that nature. So that's why when things like that happen, you see chaos happening. That's how you know you're under attack, and you wanna take it to God and let Him know, God, I need you, because God's the God of peace, and He doesn't want people to have destroyed relationship, especially when you're about to have a kid. Like, it's important to be positive and loving to your girl or your man, especially if you're a guy and you have a girl and you got your girl pregnant, and you're just going out just fighting with the chick, and you're telling her, I don't want the kid or anything like that. Like, say if she's pregnant and you're telling her negative things like that, she could have a miscarriage, because you're saying death in her to the kid and her as well, and it's not gonna be a healthy baby. And you want the baby to be healthy, because if the baby's not healthy, then the baby's gonna come out with a lot of problems. So you really want to pray to God and let Him know that you want a healthy baby, and to please take care of my kid, because I need a deliverance. And the enemy doesn't care who he attacks. The old, the babies, young, he doesn't care. He doesn't play fair. He doesn't have no remorse. He doesn't care. That's how he is. He attacks you when you're 1 years old. He attacks you when you're 100 years old. Doesn't matter if you're hot, handsome, cute, ugly, small, short. Don't matter. He's gonna attack you. He looks at you all the same. He just wants to. He just want. All he wants is to collect. He wants to collect. So that's what I'm saying. When you have God, man, God's gonna keep you safe, and He's gonna keep you secure, and make sure that baby's gonna come out healthy, and make sure your relationship is healthy. So I didn't have God, man, when I was in a relationship, man. I was in a toxic relationship with this chick. But she loved me and I really loved her. But we're just like, we're like not mature at all. We didn't take things serious. We would always drink a lot of alcohol, and we would just like do whatever we want. We just like, had a lot of, you know, we had a lot of sex, and we had a lot of, we made a lot of love. But she was doing her part, as a chick, but I wasn't doing my part. I was out there just messing around, just like, wanting to see other chicks and party with my friends, and that's not good at all, doing stuff like that. So I was like doing that stuff, and all that stuff is gonna catch up. I didn't, repent is gonna catch up. So that's why I was just fooling around, messing around with whatever chick I wanted to. So I just started messing around, and yeah, it caught up to me, man. You know, you reap what you sow, and that woman was a good woman, man. And I'm telling you, she had a miscarriage and she lost her kid, and I was acting all like I didn't care. I was like, man, I was acting like I didn't care at all about her, and I feel now I'm getting the conviction. God letting me know that what I did was wrong. It was absolutely wrong for what I did. And she was a loving woman. She cared for me. She took care of me. She didn't cheat. I was just pushing her aside, not even like trying to reason with her, and just doing whatever I want. it was just like basically like manipulation, trying to understand each other, but it was like it wasn't getting nowhere because we were both toxic, you know. But I was far worse than her because she was loyal and I was disloyal, you know. So I'm saying like it's important to take things serious, and if you're not taking life serious, then what's going on? And that means you're being controlled by something that you need to figure it out and talk to God and let them know that you're having trouble. Because if there's chaos and there's pride and there's fear and all that, that means there's an enemy. There's an enemy that's attacking you, and you need to get delivered by God. Deliverance by God, because if you're getting attacked that way and you don't see it, the enemy could destroy you. So if you're having that in your life, you guys are having that in your life in a relationship, I just want to let you know that you want to take it to God and let Him know that something is going on in your life and you need deliverance, and to whatever bad or whatever you're doing that thing you're not doing, that's how you're hiding. You know, you can't hide nothing from God. It's best to repent and let Him know, you know, that what you're doing, whatever it is, because I didn't repent. You know, I got hit hard. So I'm giving you guys the message to let you know that it's important to be it's important to be loyal. It's important to take care of each other. It's not okay to destroy each other or hurt anybody or hurt somebody just because you want to do whatever you want. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that that's the word that I want to say. All praise to the Most High. You guys be safe out there. I love you guys. Bye.